Welcome back to the channel. Today I found a Ram 2500 and it has air suspension. This will be the first time I've actually towed with a Ram 3/4 ton with air suspension in the rear. And as I've told you in the past, 3/4 ton Rams with air suspension, they ride the best. Now you see I have my trailer today. We are going to be towing with it because I want to try to figure out how good this truck is going to ride, how it's going to adjust with this weight, and we're going to check out this feature to see if it's something you should buy in your next Ram. Let's get started. Really quickly, be sure to subscribe to JB Reviews and make sure you have those bell notifications on, and be sure to check out my other channel, Attainable Exotic Cars. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, let's take a look at the numbers here. Your gross axle weight rating in the front is going to be 6,000 pounds. Your gross axle weight rating in the rear is going to be 6,500 pounds. They did lower this for 2019 and later trucks. You do have a 10,000 pound GWR. All-in payload capacity is going to be 1,926 pounds. So, all in all, when you get a Cummins, you're going to have a lower payload. So if you need the payload, you got to get a Hemi. Now, I just noticed this truck has a regular key, like the standard keys from back in the days from Daimler. So I guess sometime in 2018 they did update this. Probably halfway through the year, but all in all, as far as your towing features go, because this is a diesel, you do have your exhaust brake. Tow haul mode is listed right below down here, and then this is going to be for your air suspension in the rear. You do have your trailer brake. You can go through the system to set that up too. All you have to do is go to settings. So we'll hit apps, and then we will find settings, which is right here. We'll scroll down. Oop, really sensitive. Alright, so this is going to be light electric. Okay. And let's see if there is a button for the air suspension. There may be. Huh, I don't see one. So we'll come back to that real quickly. But real quickly, if you put it in reverse, they do give you a backup camera. This one was optioned with the high mount camera too. So if you are hooking up a fifth wheel, this truck was actually used to tow a trailer. I'm going to show you guys the tires. Now this truck has 21,629 miles. So let's take a look at the tires real quickly. You can kind of see now with 21,000 miles, these tires are pretty much halfway through their life. So you're going to get about 40 to 50,000 miles on these tires. Now when you're towing, it could be less than that. I mean, I had about 16,000 miles, and yeah, my tires looked a little bit worse than this, but I towed probably about 5,000 miles with that truck, and I think I had about 14 or 15K on it when I traded it in. So it's something you want to consider. I'm gonna go ahead and add on the hitch. This is gonna be a class 5 receiver, 2.5 inch opening, and you do have your 4 and 7 pin connector. Because this was option with the fifth wheel prep package, they do give you a 7 pin back here. Here's a better look at that high mount with the camera too, which was optional too. I'm going to hit the button below here for the air suspension. It's saying that it's lowering the truck right now. I can actually see it moving. So alternate trailer height achieved. Okay, so I'm gonna back up. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to lift it up. Okay, hold on one second. Hopefully you saw that, but pretty much all I had to do was just push the button again, alternate trailer height, raise the truck back up, and it just pretty much connected itself. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn the truck off, I'm gonna drop the weight down, and I'm not gonna measure. I mean, maybe I'll measure, how about that? You know, I always do that, I can't not do something for you guys. So I'll just measure right now, and I'm gonna turn the truck off, and then we'll drop the weight down, okay? All right.
Looks like it's 41 and 3/16.
Alright guys, so you can pretty much see that the weight is now dropped on the truck and it has squatted down a little bit. So I'm not going to measure it here because it's going to lift back up anyway. So I'll measure it when I turn the truck on and let it do its little system thingamajigger. Okay, I don't know if you saw it, but the truck did actually lift back up. I felt it when I was inside of the truck. And so you can hit the button one more time and it'll do alternate trail height. So it should drop the rear to ride level. So we're gonna go ahead and hit that button. I'm gonna measure and we're gonna get down the road because I wanna know how well the truck's gonna handle. And with these tires, this should be a really good test because these are not great tires. All right, so we're gonna hit the button. And now, let's see, it's now starting to lower now. And now we're in alternate trailer height. It's at 40 inches on the money. I have the trailer brake set to 6.5. My seatbelt on. I did not put the mirrors out. I don't feel like I need to. I've actually towed my trailer with my mirrors down before, and I can see around the trailer pretty good. So, although, let me see something real quick. Oh, that's better here. Okay. Okay, good. I can see around it even with the larger mirror. So that's good for me. All right, we're gonna get down the road. Let's turn on tow haul mode and exhaust brake. We'll turn it on automatic so we don't lose too much fuel economy. So this truck does have a 342 axle, and this Cummins at the time was 350 horsepower, 800 pound-feet of torque, 68 RP, 6-speed transmission, 342 axle. You heard that right. So I feel as though when you have 10 gears, like the new Ford and Chevy, that lower gear ratio or axle ratio in the back, excuse me, is better. GM actually did that with theirs. I like what they did, and I don't feel like you need, you know, a higher axle ratio in the rear with that one. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get situated here so I can focus. There's a little bit of traffic around here. All right. Now let's take a look at these tires. These are going to be a LT 285 60/20. And as far as the capacity goes for them, they are right here. It's going to be 3,640 pounds for our single. Dual is 3,305. And these are going to be a load range E. And it should be a 10 ply also.
Ho ho ho! I miss my old Cummins! Man! This bad boy. Woo. You can hear that exhaust brake so much better. It is so strong. When you have it wide open throttle, that's where that 342 really robs this truck. Yeah, acceleration is weak on this one. It's okay. But I mean, we're not really focusing in on the performance of the engine. We're really focusing on the air suspension. I really wanted to focus on this because I've never had a chance to really tow with it. So today we're going to do that. I may go up to 6% grade if there's not too much traffic. I meant to look at my phone before I came out, but oh well, we'll see. Hopefully it's not too bad. I made a video showing you guys my truck in a 2021 form with the air suspension with the 3500, and I noticed that the ride at normal speeds, like on highway speeds, is a lot more softer than my truck without it. And I kind of wish I would have got that option. I mean, at the time I was being cheap, and if I could go back, I would have gotten that setup. So if you're building this truck for yourself from the factory, you plan on towing a trailer, or if you don't plan on towing a trailer, let me just tell you right now, spend the extra money. I think it's $1,705 on the Ram trucks for 2021. So just spend the extra money, get the option, it's worth it. I can't tell that the trailer's back there. This does come from the factory with a 5-link coiled suspension. It rides good, but this air suspension, if they can find a way to raise the gross vehicle weight rating for the 3/4 tons, that way we can tow fifth wheels with these trucks and stay within the gross vehicle weight rating, I would probably hop back down to 3/4 tons. But this truck is just, man, if you're in the market for a truck, you better go grab this one. This is a hidden gem. 21,000 miles. The guy towed with it, which is good because that means you know that that diesel particulate filter probably stayed clean most of the time because of him towing with it. But you can't tell that the trailer's back there. This is the easiest test I've had so far. I mean, this almost feels like that red or maroon dually I did, doing the same test I'm doing right now. This is perfect. Perfect truck. 2018 Rams with the CP3 fuel pump, and this Cummins is louder and it makes more noise. The exhaust brake is louder. This was the best truck, and at the time you can get a G56. Listen to that exhaust brake. It's so loud. But yeah, you could get a G56, which was the manual transmission. The only issue with this truck is it does not have that much guts when you launch it. So we are going to test the performance today, going up to 6% grade. So give me a second. Let me just go ahead and set up. I want to get ahead of these trucks so I can slow down to about 50, and then we'll reconvene. I'm going 80 right now, real quickly. The speed limit on this road is 70. But I'm going 79, no problem, no sway. The air suspension's the way to go. It feels like a dually, it really does. Doesn't mean that you can tow what the dualies can tow though. We're down 45. Let's go. It should not have shifted. It had a little bit more guts left, but oh well. Going 70 miles an hour. We're kind of stuck at 75 miles an hour, but it doesn't really matter because I got trucks in front of me. We have 75 miles an hour is where we stopped at anyways, because it started to just sit there. You can kind of hear the fans coming on too. It's 100 degrees outside today. I think the high was 97. You can kind of see the temperature. So the coolant's at 208. Transmission's at 167, and then 215 for oil temperature. So all in all, not bad. All right, so let's go ahead and check out this exhaust brake here. I'm gonna speed up a little bit more. All right, tap the brakes a little bit since I'm in automatic. This slows the truck all the way down, buddies. Really good truck. Man, oh man, oh man. Alright, so we're at the midpoint. So I'm going to go back the other way. And what we're going to do next is I'm going to do a zero launch to see how much performance you'll have, okay? Alright, here we go from zero.
just a little bit. Not bad though. Got up to 80 miles an hour, towing about 9,000 pounds. So yeah, this truck gets the job done 100%.
My ears just popped, which meant we just got to the top of the mountain. So that was 6% grade, and I didn't feel like the truck was swaying. This is amazing. There's no weight distribution hitch, and yeah, really good test for me. I'm gonna have air suspension. If I buy my next Ram, it'll have air suspension as long as I order it. If I buy it off the lot, then I'll probably get what I can get, but this is the way to go right here, guys, 100%. The control is better. Now, when you get the 3/4 tons with the air suspension, you do lose the coils. So just keep that in mind. So you do have a little bit of weight saving. So although you're adding an extra option on the truck, it doesn't increase the weight too much because you're losing the coils, and they probably weigh 5 to 10 pounds a piece. So yeah, like I said, this is the way to go. This is confident towing right here. This truck with the 342 rear axle, it doesn't have guts in those top speeds. So even when you're going up a small incline, just towing 9,000 pounds, it just kind of stays at that speed. Like once it hits that max speed, it's not going to climb much more. So you should be able to hold the speed no problem, but you're going to probably have to limit the gear. So you might want to use that when you're doing this. But I'm at 174 degrees on the trans temperature. Coolant's at 208, 210. Oil temperature went up a little bit to 221. And yeah, I reset the fuel economy. So I'll let you guys know what that is when we get back. We're at 8.8 MPG, and I like this truck because it shows you the miles per hour too. My new truck doesn't do that. I hate that they changed that, but I'm gonna put it at 70 miles an hour, and when we stop, you guys will see where we're getting off at.
The control that you have with this air suspension and the comfort, like I want you guys to really see me here. I mean, this is crazy. I almost don't feel the trailer back there. Like this has probably been one of the best towing experiences that I've had. I would say, and I don't want to say this because this will give you guys the wrong perception of this, but this tows as good as my 3500 does with this air suspension. I'm not even lying, it just does. Like the control, it's just insane. Really recommending this air suspension. If you're buying a truck, you plan on ordering it from the factory yourself, building it, speccing it the way you want, slap this option on the list. Insane how good this is. And just to give you perspective, wow, look at this. 342s, this is their highlight, and that's gonna be your fuel mileage. So I'm getting about 11.9, and I'm not even close. And I'm actually gonna be kind of going on some roads that aren't, actually I'm not gonna pass because I'm gonna mess up my fuel economy. But yeah, I'm gonna try to stay at 70 miles an hour here. Of course, these cars in front of me are just kind of going a little too slow, but yeah, I'm at 12.1, and we still got probably 3 more miles, 4 more miles to go, so I might get up to 13 or 14. But highly recommend your next truck have air suspension. A lot of people are afraid of the cold climates having it, but I have had multiple guys in the comment section report they have never had issues in the colder climate, so don't let that scare you away. So we made it back. 13.2 MPG, and yeah, that's strong. That is strong. And these mirrors are really good too. Wow. So what did you guys think about that video? I feel like this truck did an extremely good job. So if you are in the market, Tate Chrysler here in Frederick, Maryland does have this truck. It already has the air suspension, has the 5th wheel prep package if you want to tow a small snake trailer. But yeah, thank you again for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon.